Kenyon's defense can stop this team. This is the lowest scoring team in the NCAC. If the ladies' defense is on point, they can slow them down. So we'll see.
Archimalo and Allie Miller to take the opening tip here at Tomsich. The ladies wearing the gray home uniforms with purple numerals going right to left. Wittenberg with the red jerseys, white lettering going left to right. Ifeoma Archimalo takes the opening tip, but puts it out of bounds over the far sideline. And that will be the Tigers' ball with the first possession. Bringing it up the court is Riley McDonald, the junior. Brings it near side immediately, marked by Sarah. Now up top to Miller. Miller dribbles in, picks up her dribble now, finds Bundy. Taylor Bundy working toward the baseline, almost steps out of bounds. Her pass is tipped, and it goes right to Archimalo. And the ladies force a turnover on the first possession.
And Wittenberg, they're going to have to watch it because this Kenyon defense, they're pretty good man-to-man, and they're able to collapse underneath if there's trouble.
Tullis hands to Dominguez. 3-ball right away. No good. Bounces up. Ball's on the floor, and the rebound's going to go to Michelle Brunswick.
You know, we spoke about going into the paint. The first look is a three-point shot, which shocks me. But, you know, maybe for Coach Helfand, she says, you know what? Our best scorer has to get going, and Bailey Dominguez has to get going if this ladies' team wants to win tonight.
Yeah, it is something that the ladies would like to see. Bailey Dominguez, who averages over 10 points a game. Ball goes into the paint. It's Miller. She puts up a shot that's blocked by Dominguez. Tullis can't control the ball, however, and it's going to be
Tullis blocked it from behind, and then it went out of bounds off of Griffin.
So it's going to be Wittenberg possession here. Inbounding will be Miller. Archimalo watching her. Ball comes into Bundy, and it goes out of play off of Sarah. She poked it away.
And the shot clock never even went off there after the ball was touched. So
3 seconds on that shot clock. Here comes the inbounds pass. It's off. It's up from McDonald. Airballed it, no good, and that will be a shot clock violation. And another turnover right there for the Tigers. And you look at them, they have a minus 2.2 turnover margin on the season. That's an area the ladies have to take advantage of.
Yeah, you know what? I think if you're just Kenyon, you got to focus on your offense. It's you know, it's been, I hate to say it, bad the last 3 games. Got to execute better.
Top of the key, Dominguez. She drives into the paint. She's going to put up a layup, no good.
And that's a makeable shot. If you're open, you got to hit shots.
Fast break for Wittenberg. Pull up jumper, no good off front iron from Bundy. Rebound goes to Miranda Dietz, who's going to bring it up herself. Crosses center strike, now picks her head up, finds Sarah. Sarah to Tullis, who then finds Dominguez far wing. Dominguez, top of the key to Tullis. 3-ball from Tullis, swishes it through.
All right, so 2 of the first 3 shots are from the top of the arc, and Griffin gets that one to go. And she had a decent performance in that last game on the road at DePaul, but I'm still a little surprised that they're shooting jump shots.
3-0 lead. A 3-ball from the far corner swishes through by Becca Ziska.
And there's the one scorer we talked about for Wittenberg. If she gets going, they're a little bit better, and the ladies, again, have to keep their eye on her.
And it was a double team that got her open. Ifeoma Archimalo, far block, walking down her defender, puts it off the board and in. Ifeoma Archimalo, 5-3 ladies with 7:35 to go in the first quarter.
Good execution, low block, right side, easy finish for Iffy.
McDonald, top of the key. She finds Miller. Miller, near side. It's Bundy, who can shoot the 3-ball. 30% on the season. She finds Brunswick. Brunswick, top of the key, marked by Miranda Dietz. She finds Ziska. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Turnaround jumper for Bundy. Front iron, no good. And that's going to go out of bounds off of the Tigers. And I think that's a fortunate call if you're a fan of ladies.
I think so, too. I thought Dominguez had the last touch on that ball, but
it was weird because no one went for that rebound at first.
Right.
Sarah takes the inbounds pass, and the ladies look to extend on their 5-3 lead.
And, hey, you know what? 5 possessions for Wittenberg so far and only 1 bucket. Again, the ladies' defense is causing trouble, and now we got an offensive foul the other way against Archimalo.
Offensive foul against Ifeoma Archimalo.
You know, though, Matthew, I couldn't see it for sure. I just saw Archimalo backing down there on the left block. There's no one in the league that has her build down low.
She's the strongest
It's almost
player.
like Shaquille O'Neal when he was at Louisiana State. He was bigger than everybody, and he had so many offensive foul calls go against him. That's a tough call on Archimalo in my eyes.
Near side, it's Bundy. She travels to the top of the key. now to Zizik, but she travels before the pass. And another turnover. That will be 3 on the Tigers. Not a good start for Wittenberg.
No, and then that just goes to show their offensive struggles. Last in the league in scoring this season, averaging 52 a game. It's a problem.
Sarah, top of the key to Dietz. Dietz puts the ball on the floor, comes near wing, picks up her head, looking for Ifeoma Archimalo. Archimalo has it poked away from her in the paint, and McDonald's going to bring it forward now.
If he's got to catch that pass.
She does. It's a Zizik puts it into the paint, runner up and man. Good. She faked the 3-ball, and now the ladies trying to hit right back, coming down the floor with some speed at Sarah. She pulls up, top of the key is Tullis. Thinks about the 3-ball. Now near side to Dietz. Puts the ball on the floor, now finds Dominguez. Dominguez into Archimalo underneath the hoop. She puts it up and is fouled.
There we go. Nice entry pass from Dominguez, just a simple bounce pass. You remember that last time, I believe that was Bailey got it into, or check that, Tullis got it into Archimalo, maybe a little bit off of her reach. That one right into the breadbasket, turned around with the right hand and got fouled.
The foul was on number 21, Teddy Tankersley, who came into the game for the Tigers. Archimalo's first shot up and good, drains that one, and 52% free throw shooter on the year, but that one looked really good.
Yeah, she's hit a lot of them consecutively. I know you see a 52% mark, but if he is pretty good at the foul line, even though her percentage says otherwise.
The second one from Archimalo up and good. That makes it a 7-5 lead for the ladies.
It's funny, Matthew, we're talking about in the pregame, we weren't on the air, but the free throw shooting as of late hasn't been that good at 57%. She gets the first 2 to drop. A couple of 3-point makes, or 1 at least out of 2, but offense playing a little bit better here through almost 5 minutes.
Bussema in for the ladies. With the ball at the top of the key is Ziska. Now she goes to Bundy. Bundy marked by Dietz. She goes in and finds Tankersley. Tankersley, ball on the ground, is going to put up a shot. They're going to call a foul on Sierra.
Golly. Yeah, she came in, a little body contact there from Sydney Sarah.
She came in a little late and wasn't totally set, and they're going to call that most of the time. They're going to say going up was Tankersley, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2. First one drops for Tankersley. In comes Jessica Gerber for the ladies. She'll replace Sarah. Second one up and good as well. Sub coming on for the Tigers, number 31, Madison Lynn. She'll replace Tankersley. And Gerber's going to bring the ball up for the ladies. 7-7 with 5:35 to go in the first quarter. Handoff to Dominguez. 3-ball. Rattles it home.
Good for Bailey. Second one drops along the left wing, and I'm not sure what Wittenberg thought there. They didn't move over her defensively, and if she's open, she's definitely going to shoot.
Oh, yeah. 10-7 now with the ball near side is Lynn. Onto the baseline, almost steps out of bounds, chucks a pass, but that's going to go out of play, and that will be ladies' possession. Yet another turnover for the Tigers.
That's the third turnover now where the ball came to the baseline for Wittenberg. They've got to get it out of there because the ladies' defense is coming down fast when they get there, and maybe that's just strategy, but the defense by the ladies, again, there's only been 2 made baskets for Wittenberg in almost 5 minutes of play.
Dietz and Tullis check out. Coming in, Lane Davis and Hannah O'Day. O'Day with the ball now near wing. Looks top of the key to Lane Davis. Davis to Gerber. Jessica Gerber gives it to Dominguez. Dominguez kicks it out to Gerber. Long 3-ball from Jessica Gerber. No good, front iron. She struggled from beyond the arc lately.
She's only hit 3, I think, of her last 31, the last 3 or 4 games.
Pass going over to Brunswick. She swishes that one through wide open on transition. And just like that, it's 10-9.
Right, and a long rebound going the other way and a 8-foot jumper along the baseline. Pretty good offense there from the Tigers.
Lane Davis gets it to Dominguez. She goes underneath to Bussema, and Bussema has no problem with that one.
That was a heck of a pass from Bailey Dominguez and a great cut by Charlotte underneath.
Long 3-ball from Ziska. She swishes that through to tie it at 12.
You got to close on her, and now she's got 8.
8 of the 12 for Ziska, almost at her average already. O'Day finds Dominguez, and then Lane Davis. Davis, far wing, goes to Dominguez underneath the hoop. Up, no good. Bussema misses her second layup. Ball's on the floor, battled for. Wittenberg's going to come up with it. And they're going to call a foul on the ladies.
And I think that's all frustration on Bailey Dominguez. 2 layups now.
Yep.
This one, I think, easier than the first one along the left side. Does not drop. And now we've got 4 freshmen and a junior out on the floor for the Kenyon ladies.
Sharon Hall comes in for the ladies. Coming in for the Tigers, Sydney Mail, a 5'9" freshman wing from Powell, Ohio, and Watterson High School.
You know, if you're Dominguez, you know, she likes to take those long jumpers. And driving to the hoop, that's not kind of her cup of tea. But
you got to make them.
You got to make them, and you just got to slow down a little bit. You know, if you're underneath, you know you're having a hard time.
Maddie Fogel into the game for the Tigers. She throws away that pass. It's a turnover. Here comes Gerber with it for the ladies. Kicks it to Hall. Back to Gerber. Top of the key to Davis. Ladies set their offense now. Davis finds Hall. Sharon Hall hands it off to Hannah O'Day. Now Gerber, far wing. She finds Lane Davis in the far corner. Back to O'Day. And now Hall for 3. Doesn't take the shot. Ball goes on the ground. Jump ball. And that was a poor play by the ladies there. They just, not crisp passing.
No, and everyone was kind of it was like a 5-man weave, it seemed like, Matthew, where everyone was just touching the ball in no direction. And, hey, 4 freshmen and a junior out on the floor, that might happen.
Fast break opportunity. The ladies couldn't convert right there, but they get the ball. It's 12-12 with 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Ladies need to get the ball in. It's Busama. Puts the ball on the floor at the free throw line. She's triple teamed, and she's going to lose the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball, and that will go Wittenberg's way, and you've got to get rid of that.
Yeah, Charlotte got caught at the wrong spot. She was right in the paint where 2 defenders were around her, 1 sliced in, and a jump ball the other way.
Yeah, it's a pass you got to make quickly, and she wasn't able to do so. Fogel bringing the ball out now for the Tigers. Top of the key, marked by Gerber. She goes to Brunswick. Brunswick, ball on the floor, now kicks it out to Mail. Far wing for Mail, kicks it back out and goes underneath.
Oh,
what a pass from Michelle Brunswick underneath.
That was high and on a line, and what a finish by Wittenberg, and they get their first lead of the game.
Madison Lynn banking that one home, 14-12, the Tigers on top.
And right now, Matthew, this Kenyon lineup is not there offensively.
It's Gerber near wing. She puts it on the floor, goes into the paint, kicks it out to Hall. Hall drives near elbow. Underneath to Busama. Busama, ball on the floor, is going to put up a shot up and banks it home.
Jeez, Charlotte with like a drop step going right side and banks, and she likes that banker off the right side.
Mail draws a foul on the floor. It looks like that's going to be against Sharon Hall. As coming in for the ladies, number 21, Shelby Gray, and 32, Allie Mimmer.
So now
Miller coming, for the Tigers.
Coach Helfand has used all of her players as
Rubin also comes in.
Rubin and Gray come in for their first action of the night.
Her 2 seniors on the floor. Mail gets the inbounds pass, wide open 3-ball, far wing, back iron, no good, long rebound. That'll be the property of Molly Rubin. And she's going to bring that one up the far side of the court. Pass ahead to Gray, back to Rubin. Thought about the 3-ball, decided not to take it. Now finds Gerber, who finds O'Day. O'Day, free throw jumper.
Nice.
Swishes it through.
That was beautifully done by Hannah. Fakes the handoff, goes to the free throw line, and hits the easy 15.
Ladies reclaim the lead, 16-14 with 2 minutes in this first quarter. Folger to Mail on that far wing. It's her missed 3-ball that's sparked that bucket. It's Madison Lynn now, top of the key, puts it on the floor, then picks it up. Driving is Bundy. Bundy shot from the near wing on the baseline, no good. Rebound by Lane Davis, and Gerber now is going to bring it up with some speed for the ladies. Pulls up near wing, top of the key to Gray. Gray kicks it out to Rubin. Rubin thought about the 3-ball once again. Now back to Gerber near wing. Rubin, top of the key. Rotates it around to O'Day, far wing. Tries going underneath for cutting Rubin. That's going to be a turnover. And no, tip ball is Mail couldn't control, but a pass to Gerber poked away by Folger. And Folger's now got the ball for the Tigers. She pulls back to set the offense. She had Mail underneath, decided not to take it. Dribbles baseline. Looks to take a shot. It was blocked. And now underneath is Miller. She spun around. That has to be a travel, but it's going to be a jump ball instead. Sharon Hall forcing that, and that'll be ladies' possession as a series of confusing events occur and ends up ladies' possession as 3 players coming in for the Tigers. Number 22, Alex Keys, along with number 13, Michelle Brunswick, and number 10, Riley McDonald. Gerber going to bring across center court at 16-14, 1 minute to go in the quarter as Shelby Gray gets a bit caught on that Top of the key position, but she finds Gerber. Gerber to O'Day. O'Day dribbling around the perimeter. Finds Gerber, top of the key. 10 seconds. Now 9 on the shot clock. Gray goes underneath to Lane Davis. Davis, double team, kicks it out to Gerber. 3 seconds, now 2 on the shot clock. Gerber puts the shot up, no good. And that was just a broken possession for the ladies.
You know, Coach Elfant has 400 more wins than I do, but I don't. That initial group was having good motion on the offensive end, and now there's only been one bucket since that substitution, that big substitution a couple minutes ago. Maybe it's just to rest legs, but this unit is not getting it done offensively.
5 seconds from the shot and game clock. Mail underneath. That's going to be a jump
Another
ball.
jump ball.
That's about our 4th jump ball already.
That's exactly. Number 4, I don't think I've seen that many in a quarter.
Wittenberg will maintain possession.
Right.
That 4.5 second difference between the shot and game clock. Ball is inbounded to Brunswick. She kicks it up top
that
of
was
the
a
key,
travel.
and that's a travel
Yep.
by Keys. And the ladies now have 18.9 seconds to get the last shot here and build on that 2-point lead.
You got to go into Lane Davis because she has been the best freshman, I think, over the last 6 games or so.
Last time they went to her, she was double teamed underneath, so had to kick it out.
So Wittenberg knows something.
They do. We'll see what happens here. It's Gerber holding the ball with 8 seconds, top of the key. She drives in, kicks it out to O'Day. 3-ball, near wing O'Day, no good. Rebounded by Wittenberg, and that will end the quarter. 16-14, the ladies on top. We're going to take a break. When we come back, start of the second quarter here on the Kenyon Sports Connection. Welcome back here on the Kenyon Sports Connection. Matthew Ruskin and Clayton Coffin with you. Clayton, a 2-point lead for the ladies going into the second quarter. You got some stats for us.
Yeah, so the ladies with 16 points in the first quarter. 2 home games ago, they only had, or check that, a week ago against Denison, they only had 4 at half. So
they had 0 after the first quarter, too.
Good point. But so far today, 6 of 12 shooting, obviously 50%. 2 of 5 from range, and they hit a couple of free throws from Archimalo. So they're doing pretty well offensively. 4 turnovers. All right, maybe cut those down a little bit in the second quarter. But pretty good offense in that first quarter.
Well, and if you look at it, that's going to be over 60 points if you put up that for 4 quarters, which is remarkably better than what they're doing. Your problem is that right now Wittenberg also has 14.
Yeah, Wittenberg and Becca Ziska, 3 of 3 shooting. She hit both of them, or 2 of those shots from beyond the arc for 8 points. So she's keeping the Tigers in it. Down only 2 as we go to the second stanza.
And send the floor for you for the Tigers. You get number 10, Riley McDonald in, along with Becca Ziska. Number 22, Alex Keys. And trying to see who that is in the post. It's a new entry, number 21, Tankersley, looks like back in. 24, Marissa Herschel. Long 3-ball from Dominguez. And you know what? When she's on. And the ladies' starting lineup back out immediately pays off with a tray.
When she's hitting threes, they can beat anybody in the league, in my opinion. If she's off, then it's a toss-up. But her second made 3 of the night, good for her.
Driving in is Keys. Ball rims out.
And that was great defense by Griffin Tullis. She altered the shot from the get-go by Keys and then got the rebound.
Stretch pass to Dominguez, but she travels. It was a good ball by Sierra forward. But you almost think Dominguez catches that and shoots, right?
I think the defense was still getting back. That's why she wanted to drive. I thought it was just a good jump stop with the ball. Maybe she moved a little bit, but hey, another turnover. So
Keys to the top of the key for Herschel. And now it's Ziska. Ziska with 8 points so far in the ball game. Kicks it to McDonald, far wing. McDonald dribbles around, now cuts in, kicks it back out to Keys. 3-ball, rims out, and a rebound by Dominguez, but that's too open.
Yeah, it was, and that was all caused by the dribble drive penetration.
Sierra finds Tullis, long 2-ball, swishes it through, and just like that, 21-14, 7-point lead for the ladies.
You know, Matthew, when one person is hitting shots, everyone else falls in line, and now that is the 4th player that has made a shot for this team, and they've got their biggest lead, 7.
Ball goes to Keys, but it's a high ball from Herschler, and another turnover for the Tigers, and they're struggling a bit. This starting unit for the Tigers has struggled against the starting unit for the ladies. Sierra dribbles far wing, now kicks it out to Dietz. She puts it on the floor, top of the key. Far side to Sierra. Long three ball from Sydney Sierra, but you know what? It goes down.
There we go, and now a 10-point game. Timeout Wittenberg. And, you know, Sydney shot that from just inside the sideline there, so you're looking at about 23 feet, and it rattles home. Hey,
what a shot.
The three-point shot is the great equalizer in basketball, and the ladies are hitting them at a pretty high rate right now 4 of 7.
24-14 the score at the timeout by head coach Sarah Jurwitz, who's in her 9th season coaching her alma mater, the all-time leading scorer for Wittenberg, now heading up that bench. And for Coach Helfand, you got to be pleased with how this second quarter has started, as her unit has come out just nailing shots.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, once one drops, then they all start dropping a little bit more. And good. Hey, this is what we talked about in the pregame. You got to come out and execute better, and they're hitting open shots for the first time in about 4 games. So good for Kenyon.
Ladies now have to defend as Wittenberg comes back out with their starting lineup. Bundy back in, along with number 32, Allie Miller.
Score update on the men's side, who are out in Springfield, Ohio. The Lords are down to the Tigers 19-12, 8 minutes to go in the first half.
Top of the key to Allie Miller is the Lords looking for a win to stop a bit of a skid. Miller goes underneath, and a foul's going to be called on Dietz, who just made contact there from behind.
No reason to do that. Just play defense, man up. No need to reach in. You're not going to get that ball to deflect when you're behind the offensive player.
The ball was into Michelle Brunswick, who drew the foul. Zuzik's going to inbound. Pass was behind McDonald, but she managed to corral it. And now a 3-ball for Zuzik. She switches it through near wing. You cannot give her an open look. 24-17 and 11 points already on the night.
And she hasn't missed. That's her third made 3-ball.
Sarah finds Dietz. Dietz underneath, puts it up, and good, hard off the glass.
Nice job by Miranda, just making the simple cut, hesitate, back the other way, and off the glass.
And a great pass by Sarah. And, you know, she's had her struggles the past couple of games. She's looking really good right now in this ball game.
Yeah, only turned it over once, hit that 3 2 possessions ago.
Ball
Playing
goes
pretty well.
Underneath the Brunswick. She goes out of bounds on the baseline. Yet another turnover, and the ladies have a chance to open up potentially a 11-point lead.
Yeah, 8th turnover right there for Wittenberg. And is this guy, you know, at some point she's going to start not hitting shots. And if they keep turning it over, then Kenyon's going to extend their lead.
Yeah, and one thing for the ladies, though, you can't give her those open looks she's getting, because she'll hit the open ones. Sarah to Archimalo, who looks to hand it off to Dominguez. She does. Top of the key, Dominguez reverses. Gets caught in a double team and manages to get out and find Tullis. Now back to Dominguez. Far wing, now far elbow. She puts up a 2-ball. No good, off front iron. And a rebound. Zuzik's going to bring it up with some speed. Head up. Now pulls up far side. Kicks it to Bundy. Bundy back to Zuzik. She fakes the shot. Now 3-ball. Back iron, no good. First miss. And that ball's going to go out of play. As trying to get the rebound was Miller. She stepped out of play.
Boy, you know, that shooter's mentality, once you start feeling that flow, as that shot right there, get a pump fake, get open.
It was a nice move.
Nice move, just a little long.
If you're Miranda Dietz, you can't not bite on that shot fake, because she's shown the ability to hit the long 3-ball. Sarah, top of the key for the ladies, kicks it far side to Dietz. Dietz fakes the 3. Now goes underneath off the side of the backboard. Rebound by Archimalo. She puts it up and in on the putback.
Good job by Iffy. Now her second made field goal. She's got 6 points. And this all of a sudden, Matthew, I don't know what it's execution more than anything, but everyone's contributing here.
Hitting their shots, definitely, as it rims out for Taylor Bundy. A 28-17 lead for the ladies with 6:15 to go in the second quarter. Sarah bringing it up, and the ladies leaving their starting unit out here for a while. As Archimalo underneath kicks it out to Dominguez, and it looked like that one just kind of rolled off her finger.
It's the right idea. The double team was coming. She got it to almost got it to the open player in Bailey Dominguez, and she's still growing. You know what though? You know, you can live. We don't want a turnover, but you can live with that with your sophomore, who's come night and day, leaps and bounds from a year ago till now. She made the right read, just a bad pass.
Yeah, it just kind of rolled off her finger, but a turnover as Dietz steals it away from Taylor Bundy. She brings it up now, slows it down. One hand flicks that one to Sarah near wing, top of the key to Dominguez. Fake the drive, 3-ball, Dominguez back iron, no good. She's starting to feel it a little bit too. Underneath, a long ball goes to Brunswick.
How do you call that a foul?
That's a foul going to be on, looks like Sarah.
Yeah, I mean, she was behind. Yeah, it is going against Sydney, but And I rightfully so, she's got her hands in the air. I thought she had one hand on the ball, and that was it. Officials saw something else.
Her second foul, so she's going to go take a seat on the bench. Is coming in as Gerber along with Hannah O'Day and Molly Rubin. Mail coming in for the Tigers, along with number 21, Teddy Tankersley. Inbounds pass goes to Madison Lynn, also in the game for Witt. Top of the key to Brunswick now, around to McDonald. Underneath the Mail, puts up the layup, no good, and Archimalo brings down the defensive board. She's double teamed underneath the hoop, splits the double team with some strength. Now it's Gerber running the floor. She goes underneath O'Day. It was a bad pass, but tipped and kept in by O'Day. Now it's Tullis. She's double teamed. Taking a timeout, and a timeout taken by Coach Helfand.
Jeez.
We're going to take a break with them. 28-17 with 5:19 remaining in the second quarter. We'll be right back on the King Sports Connection. Welcome back here on the King Sports Connection. Clayton, update from Springfield, Ohio.
Yeah, the Lords, last time we gave you an update, they were down 7. They've been on a 7-0 run since they trail Wittenberg 21-19 with under 6 to go in the first half.
17 on the shot clock for the ladies. Inbound to O'Day, and now Tullis back to O'Day. Open three near side. Leaves it short. Archimalo gets on the ball but throws it to Mail.
She tried to save it and threw it in bounds.
Lynn spins around, gets it back to McDonald. Wide open to look for Mail, who was unaccounted for. Off back iron, no good. Nice box out, though, by Brunswick, who gets the ball to McDonald. Now back to Brunswick. Shot from in the paint, no good. And
Wittenberg's got to take that out. Too much movement around from the Kenyon defense in the paint. They got to reset that back outside.
Gerber with the ball for the ladies. Top of the key, she rotates it to O'Day near wing. She finds Rubin, top of the key. Molly Rubin looking for Tullis. Tullis manages to control it. Now comes out to the top of the key, hands it to Gerber. 9 seconds into Archimalo. Archimalo, far block up, rims it around, and good. Archimalo.
Now with 8, and her body type is unlike any player in the conference, and she can bop down just a little bit and create that space as she did right there.
McDonald resetting for the Tigers. Top of the key to Tankersley. Tankersley fakes the shot, now drives in against Godet, kicks it out to Lynn. Near side to Brunswick. And she's going to get fouled by Gerber, who just got 2 hands on her there. That seemed to be a bit of a ticky-tacky foul, though. Coach Helfand doesn't look like she's complaining. So
no, and the changed rules this season, if you put 2 hands at any point on an offensive player, they're going to whistle it if they see it, which is 9.9 out of 10 times. So they did there.
Bussama and Davis come in for the ladies as the ball's inbounded to McDonald. 4 minutes left in the half. It's Madison Lynn driving to the near wing. She goes underneath. Her pass is tipped, but it goes right to McDonald. Pulls up for a jumper, no good, and that's going to be a foul on the floor. Is that going to be on Molly Rubin?
Yeah, it is, and that box out. She forced it. You see smaller guards just back out. Offensive players. You got to play a little bit smarter than that when that ball was clearly coming to Charlotte Bussama.
Inbounding will be McDonald. She finds Mail. Mail top of the key to Tankersley. Tankersley drives in, shot up, no good. Tipped, though, on an offensive board by Brunswick. She misses her shot. Lane Davis comes down with that board, and now it's Gerber bringing it up the court for the ladies.
Wittenberg's got something, though, right now, dribble driving against Kenyon's point guards.
They just can't make a shot right now. 30-17 is the score. A pass in from O'Day to Bussama, no good. And that's a turnover. As bringing it up now is Madison Lynn. She drives all the way, now kicks it out to Mail. Mail now drives in. Her pass, deflected by Davis, but makes it to Lynn. She goes all the way underneath. Her shot altered.
Great defense by Charlotte Bussama.
And are they calling a foul or a jump? No, it's a foul on Wittenberg. Only their second foul of the game. It's on number 13, Michelle Brunswick.
Charlotte got that board, and the Tigers came from behind and hit her.
Dietz and Dominguez checking in for the ladies. Gerber's going to bring the ball up. 30-17, a 13-point lead for Kenyon. Dominguez to Davis. She's going to travel as she lifted up that pivot foot on the far wing, and just like that, both offenses kind of having a bit of dysfunction right here. Shelby Gray checks in for Kenyon. And that first unit for the ladies was really clicking, but it seems like the bench just hasn't been able to keep up that momentum so far in this ball game. Ball comes near side to Zusik. We haven't seen much this quarter.
Yeah, missed that 1 3-pointer. And how do they call? Are you kidding me?
Are they going to call a foul on Shelby Gray? That's the 5th team foul.
That is absolutely tough. And
that's a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, it's a lob ball going inside, and it's. I disagree with the call, and we'll leave it at that.
Brunswick going to the line, 64% free throw shooter on the season. First one up, rims out, no good.
Ball never lies, Matthew.
Yeah, it doesn't. 30-17 to score with 2:48 remaining in the second quarter. Ladies on top. Second one from Brunswick, up, rims, no good, and Domingos gets that board. Pulls up and hands out to Gerber.
You know, this has been an impressive first half, to say the least, for Kenyon. You know, I know they're not going against maybe the greatest defensive team like we saw in DePaul and Denison, but Kenyon doing a really good job.
Busselman has the ball underneath. She loses possession, though, and getting that ball was Brunswick. She kicks it to Lynn, who goes for Mail underneath, a tip pass. Ball goes out of bounds, and that's a foul on Shelby Gray. She didn't need to do that.
No, the ball was heading. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry about that, Matthew. A little hot on the mic right there. But Sydney Mail going all the way basically to the baseline. The ball was heading out of bounds, and Shelby Gray with a smile on her face, and I think
she knows.
She knows, and
kind of lucky maybe. They could have looked at that as something more than just a normal foul.
Maybe.
Any time you get contact going to the floor in kind of out of control way like that, it's not good. Griffin Tullis checks back in. The first one dropped from Mail.
Hey, we're D3. We're not D1 with replays and 6 more cameras out on the floor here.
That's true. Rebound on the second one for Tullis as it was a miss. She brings it up. She's got Dominguez near side. She kicks it to Dominguez, who puts it on the floor. Spins away, double teamed. Goes underneath the Busselman, kicks it out to Gerber. Long 3-ball from Gerber for an iron, no good, and it hasn't been there for Gerber.
Jessica's got to drive. The 3-point shot is not there for her.
Zusik, pull-up jumper. Yes.
Nice shot right there. Just little dribble drive, pull up at the free throw line.
On transition, she's deadly because if you're off her just a little bit, she's going to hit a shot. And you see Coach Helfant telling her guard, you got to be right on her. And that's going to be a defensive or offensive foul. It looks like Gerber's called for a moving screen.
Yeah, and that's the right call. The pass was coming to the top of the key for Griffin Tullis, and while she wasn't trying to set a screen, the official, if the official sees anything like that, it's going to go the other way.
Number 24, Marissa Hirschler, checking in for the Tigers, along with number 22, Alex Keys. Susik's, pass. That's going to be an over and back. And, over and back is not being able to control that. Was Hirschler. As a good job by Griffin Tullis putting pressure on defensively. And the ladies forced another turnover in a 10-point ball game with 1:34 remaining.
Griffin's efficiency on both ends of the floor. She hit that 3-pointer, I think, on Kenyon's third possession. Also hit another bucket, about a 19-footer off the right block, and now a turnover here. But
Bussema looking for Gerber underneath, and that pass too strong.
But back to Griffin. She's gotten several rebounds, and she's played really good on both ends of the floor tonight.
Solid all-around play for the sophomore. And, you look at that ladies' lineup. No, they're not graduating a starter. You got to think they're going to be pretty good next year.
Yeah, you think so.
Underneath the ball goes to Hirschler. She kicks it out to Zusik. Zusik, pull-up jumper. No good. Rims out. Rebound, though, to Key. No, jump ball as Archimald does a good job, and that ball will stay with Wittenberg. Have you ever seen this many jump balls in a first half, or let alone a game?
What is that now? 6 or 7 now, I think. And no,
loose ball opportunities, and teams are hustling to them.
This has been a pretty good game for almost a half of actions, and both teams are hustling. It's been fun to watch. Unlike last week's game against Denison, this is actually a good game.
Zusik fakes the shot now, dribbles double team underneath
pass.
the Brunswick. Who can't make the shot. It was a great pass, and that's going to be a foul on number 24, Hirschler, her first, team second, as Zusik made a great pass to Brunswick, who just couldn't hit the shot. And Brunswick shoots 40% from the floor, but she just has not been on today.
Yeah, just 1 of 4 shooting now for Brunswick, and that one was a pretty good look.
It's Dietz near wing. She goes to Archimalo underneath the hoop. She kicks it out to Tullis, kicks it out to Dominguez. Long 3-ball from Bailey. Count it.
Great teamwork right there. They went inside. They kicked it back out to Tullis when the double team came, and Griffin just lobbed it back to Bailey, who's hit another three-pointer, number 3 on the night.
And that's all predicate on Archimalo showing she can make some baskets underneath the hoop for the ladies tonight. They have to respect that. Brunswick gets in some trouble but kicks it to Keys, far wing. Keys dribbles to the top of the key, hands it to Zusik. Zusik, 10 seconds on the shot clock to Brunswick. Brunswick throws that. No.
Oh, she pushed off.
Oh, no, it's going to be a jump ball, and that will be ladies' possession. Yet another jump ball. That could have been a push.
I thought it was clearly a push, and so did Sports Information Director Marty Fuller off to the right. I thought that was an offensive foul going the other way, but
full court pressure being brought by Wittenberg. Inbounded to Dietz, who's going to bring it up the floor, marked by Zusik. 13 seconds on the clock. She's going to go right in and fouled as Dietz.
Beautifully done. That I would have done the same darn thing.
With 10 seconds on the clock, the only thing you can say is save for the last shot. But look, you're up 13. You got a chance to take the 15. And Wittenberg has made 6 points in this entire quarter.
Good point. Hey,
trust your defense in this situation. Dietz going to the line to shoot 2. Dietz a 53% shooter from the line. It's part of her game that's really struggled this year, and she misses the first.
They're last in the conference in free throw shooting, which, it's hard to fathom. It's hard to understand how that could be possible. Someone's got to be there, but
they don't take many free throws usually, and then when you miss a couple of those, it goes down as Dietz hits the second to make it a 14-point ball game. But you got to think, come tournament time, you're going to need those points. It's Zusik, and she's going to want this last shot. Drives in, blocked by Griffin Tullis. Oh,
you know what? The way this half is gone, that's a fitting way for this half to close for the Kenyon ladies, who
she just stepped up and swatted that.
And we started the game. 4 of the first 5 possessions, Wittenberg didn't score. The ladies did. At the end, a great drive by Miranda Dietz to get, she got to the free throw line, converted 1, and then we mentioned her again, Griffin Tullis. She's played really well on both ends of the floor.
34-20 at the half. We're going to take a break. We'll come back in about 5 minutes to do first half stats, give you some analysis, also update you on the men's game out in Springfield, Ohio. We'll be right back here on the King Sports Connection. Ball inbounded to McDonald. We're underway in the second half from Tomsich Arena. It's Zusik on the ball right away. Rotates around. It's McDonald now. She slides toward the top of the key. Brings it near side. 3 ball from Bundy. Back iron. No good. Ball's up. Deflects around. Dietz is going to bring it down. And the ladies hold on that first possession. Dietz dribbles to the near baseline. Now kicks it out to Tullis. She finds Dominguez. Far wing for Bailey Dominguez. Picks up her dribble. Finds Dietz. Top of the key. 3 ball from Miranda. Dietz.
Wow. Great passing, and Miranda starts where the ladies left off. Now the 6-made 3 ball out of 12 attempts for Kenyon, and now the 17-point lead.
Ball comes near side for McDonald. She looks to answer with a tray of her own. No good. And a rebound for Tullis, who hands it to Sarah right away. She brings it up over the timeline. Moves with some speed. Kicks it out to the far wing to Dietz. Dietz now top of the key to Tullis. Tullis near wing to Dominguez. Dominguez trying to go to Archimalo. Gets it to her. Now kicks back out to Dominguez. Fakes the shot. Drives in. Puts up the hook shot. Rims around. No good. And rebound to Brunswick.
Pretty good offense, though, right there from Kenyon. And, hey, but give Bailey Dominguez credit. She knocks that one away out of bounds. But going into the paint, knifing, almost got a favorable roll.
That pass was for Ziska. That was deflected away.
And, Matthew, I know you saw the first 2 possessions for Wittenberg. What do they come out? 3-point shooting. They know that's going to have to be their bread and butter if they want to get back into this game. Unfortunately, they're not shooting particularly well.
McDonald rotates around. Long 3 for Ziska. Front iron, no good. Rebound. Bounces off of Dominguez's leg right into the arms of Griffin Tullis. And, hey, you'll take it, right?
Right. Hey, easier to get them than lose them.
And Sarah brings that ball over the timeline. Near side to Dietz. She's got an open 3 ball. Hits front iron, no good. Tullis gets a hand on that ball, and it deflects out of play. And there's going to be a discussion between the referees which way it's going to go. And it's going to stay with Wittenberg. As they're saying that potentially number 35, Taylor Bundy, had touched it, but.
Well, the whole crowd thought so, and then the official on the backside thought, well, maybe. And the baseline official said, that's what it is. That's where it's going.
Dietz marks Bundy Brunswick. Now it's McDonald. Marked by Tullis, comes near side to Bundy. Marked by Sarah. There's a height discrepancy. McDonald backs her way in, now picks up her dribble, has to find Miller. Top of the key, near side to Bundy. Bundy dribbles around, kicks it out to McDonald. 3-ball far wing, rims around, no good. Archimala with the board, and another 3-shot as Sarah goes behind her back to burn McDonald. But then Sarah dribbles too fast, loses control, and it's a turnover.
Sydney tried to go 2 around the backs twice and turns it over, and a layup on the other end.
First bucket of the quarter, 2:30 in for the Tigers as that went to McDonald, her first bucket of the game.
You know, Matthew, sometimes Sydney gets a little out of control, and she wows people with those moves.
As Bailey Dominguez answers with a tray. 40-22 is the score with 7:13 to go in the third quarter.
Matthew, she's got 12 now. She's the key. If this team can win the NCAC, I truly believe that. I think Coach Helfa and Coach Kiernick believe that. But Dominguez has to be the hot shooter out on the floor for this team.
It opens up the floor for everyone else. Brunswick got the free throw line, kicks it out to McDonald. She's going to open long 2-ball, swishes that one through. She's hit 2 in a row now.
And Sydney Sarah came over to go in and help on a double team inside. Don't do that. With the way they're shooting, the low post doesn't scare me with the Tigers if you're the Kenyon defense. Sydney's got to stay with her player on the next time.
Sarah's got it near wing. It's kicked to Tullis. She thinks about the 3, fakes the shot, dribbles in, Euro step around. That could have been a travel.
Yeah, I thought it was.
No call. She misses the shot. It was a tough one to bank home as McDonald's going to bring it up. She kicks it underneath to Brunswick. Double team. She goes to the ground. No foul call. Kicks it to Ziska. Turnover. No. Foul on the floor?
It was a turnover. Miranda Dietz was able to get it, and then there was a collision with Miranda and Michelle Brunswick, and it looked like, if this was at Wittenberg's place, they'd probably want like a charge against Miranda Dietz, but she got the rebound first, and then there was a collision.
Ladies have possession. The ball's inbound to Jessica Gerber, who's into the game for the ladies.
I'd like to see Jessica, again, drive just a little bit more. I know I mentioned that in the first half. She settles too much for those long-range shots, and they're just not dropping.
Mail into the game for the Tigers. Ifeoma Archimala underneath. Near block shot, no good. Left it short. McDonald over to Mail. She's going to walk right in. Tries to kick it out, but it's picked off by Dietz. Fast break for the ladies. Mail gets back. Good job by her defensively to hustle back as Dietz almost loses control. Now near side to Tullis, underneath to Archimala. She couldn't control the pass, but Dominguez saves it. Now to Archimala underneath. She puts it up and in, and she was hacked, it looked like, almost.
Yeah, but great passing right there from Bailey Dominguez. And now Archimala was in double figures with 10 and has only missed 1 shot.
She's playing a good game underneath that hoop. Ziska, top of the key to Brunswick, and now Mail. McDonald near wing, top of the key to Mail again, looking for the 3-ball. The pass was a little late, though. Now Ziska drives in. Floater up, no good. Rebound by Miranda Dietz, who's been pulling down several boards in this game.
Matthew, Miranda struggled a little bit against Denison DePaul, but she has been playing outstanding basketball as of today.
Gerber has that ball poked away from her. She lets it go out of bounds wisely, as that will be ladies' possession. Davis checks in for Kenyon, along, and Keys and Tankersley for the Tigers. Inbounding will be Gerber. Finds Dietz underneath.
Wow.
Open layup. That was too easy.
Yeah, there was a high screen, and Miranda just rolled right off of it near the top of the key.
No one switched
that
on.
That was the easiest bucket you'll ever see. And now Miranda's got 8 points off the bench.
3-ball for Tankersley. Rattles around, no good. Rebound by Tullis.
And now Wittenberg 0 for 4 from range here in this third quarter as Kenyon's up 20.
Dominguez fakes the 3-ball. Pull up, baseline jumper, no good. Too strong. Davis trying to get a handle. That ball's on the ground. The flex around. That was just weird.
Yeah, Kenyon almost came up with it.
Stretch pass. Dietz gets a hand on it, and Gerber's going to grab it. Good job by Miranda Dietz to tip that. Ball goes to Lane Davis, who hands it right back to Gerber, who was double teamed there briefly. And now it's in Bailey Dominguez. She goes underneath. Bounce pass. Kicked out to Tullis. 3-ball. No good.
You know what, though?
Wonderful pass.
Great passing, and that's what you got to do if you're on the offensive end.
Great move by Michelle Brunswick. Faked the shot, had an open layup. 44-26, 18-point ball game. Gerber brings the ball across the timeline. And a timeout called by head coach of the ladies, Suzanne Helfand. We're going to take a break with them. 44-26 here on the Kenyon Sports Connection. Welcome back here on the Kenyon Sports Connection. Update from Springfield. 43-35, Lords still on top. And Tim Connolly having himself a whale of a game. 16 points already, 5 of 9 from the floor and 5 of 5 from the charity stripe. When he's shooting like that, it's tough to beat the Lords.
Yeah, and look at all these other contributions. Four other players with at least 5 points.
Ladies inbound here, up 18 points. Ball comes to Sharon Hall, is in the game for the ladies. Hannah Day also in with her, as well as Shelby Gray. Gerber finds Gray, top of the key. 5 seconds on the shot clock, handed off to Hall. She needs to pop a shot. She finds Gray, and that's going to be that's going to be a foul. And that's ill-advised from Wittenberg, as there was about 1 second on the shot clock. It's a foul on the floor. So this has got to be a pass and shoot.
And Matthew, here's that second unit for the ladies. A few freshmen and one upperclassman.
Catch and shoot from Hannah O'Day. Rims out, no good. Ball's on the ground and rebound by Gray. She finds Day, who goes underneath to Davis. Davis,
what a
reverse
move.
Layup. What a move by Lane Davis.
Gosh, she didn't have it the right side, so she came back left, and that was a great big man move right there.
And Lane Davis making that a 20-point lead for the ladies. It's Mail, top of the key, piss of a screen from Brunswick. Look to go back to Brunswick, who rolled off. No good. Fogel goes underneath to Tankersley, and a foul's going to be called on the ladies underneath.
And they're calling that Shelby Gray. She's got to be a little bit smarter than that. I mean, she's got baseline help. She's got the sideliner help. Hands straight up. There's no reason to reach in right there.
Her third foul, as going to the line, shooting 2 is Tankersley. She makes the first. 50% free throw shooter is Tankersley. As Mail's going to check out. And coming in is number 14, Liz Tolliver, a 5'10 freshman forward from Eaton, Ohio, and Eaton High School. Second one drops as well, 46-28. As Wittenberg, when Fogel comes in, they put on that full court press. Hall manages to dribble around the screen, and now it's O'Day near wing, marked by Tolliver. She finds Gray in the near elbow, top of the key to O'Day. She fakes the shot, kicks it to the far side to Gerber. Gerber rotates around to the top of the key, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hall drives baseline, picks up her dribble, kicks out to Gerber. Wide open 3-ball from Gerber, no good.
And that's the way it's been for Jessica the last 4 or 5 games. She settles on 3-point shots 99% of the time.
Near side, it's a long 3-ball switched through by Keys. 46-31, now just a 15-point deficit. Gerber brings it across the timeline for Kenyon. Drives all the way into the near block, and she's going to get fouled.
What do you know? Goes
Drives
into the paint. She's going to get Yep, she is going to get free throws. Maybe she heard me maybe her mind was singing, all right, drive now. Drive, because let's see. Before that last 3-point miss, she 0 for 3. Now she goes to the lane and gets two freebies right here.
We'll see if they end up being freebies. The first one rattles home, 85% from the stripe. So you'd think she'd do more to get to the line.
Right. Listen, hey, I like shooting 3-point shots too, but sometimes you got to add to your repertoire. And right now, I think Jessica's still go into the paint. She's got good speed. Still got to go after it inside. Makes
both free throws. As Keys gets caught top of the key, finds Tolliver. Tolliver drives to the baseline. That's going to be a foul on Lane Davis.
How? How is that a foul? I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's body contact, but come on.
I think they're saying that she was moving when that contact was made. And that's going to put Tolliver on the line, shooting 2. 56% shooter on the season is Tolliver. With 1:48 to go in the third quarter, 48-31. Ladies on top. First one no good. Back on. That was line drive.
Yeah, a little strong too to get it up there.
Madison Lynn checks into the game for number 21, Teddy Tankersley. And we haven't seen a ton of Becca Ziska. Second one also missing from Tolliver. Davis gets the board. Almost throws that pass away. Gerber controls it, finds Gray, who gets it right back to Gerber, and she's going to bring that one across the center stripe. Gerber finds O'Day, top of the key to Gray. Gray, marked by Fogel, hands it to Gerber. She goes underneath to Davis. What a pass, and Davis sinks it home. Great pass by Jessica Gerber.
She goes in the lane and dishes it off to the open player in Lane Davis.
That was the second bucket for Davis. Long three ball from Keys, no good. Rebound by Shelby Gray. She's double teamed, and that will be a jump ball once again. And I don't know if we have a count on this or what, but I don't know what the record for jump balls in a game is, but we got to be approaching it because I don't think I've ever seen something like this.
Well, it's not an official stat out on the floor, and with our statistical program, it actually doesn't keep jump balls, which is I think a little shocking to most. But I think it's number 8 now or 9. It's 8 or 9.
Molly Rubin in the game for the ladies. Gerber has the ball. Top of the key, dribbles toward the far side, kicks it to Gray, top of the key. She finds Rubin, free throw line, kicks it out to O'Day. Three ball from Hannah O'Day, no good. Back iron, too strong. And the ladies do like to create that three ball. Stretch play to Tolliver underneath the hoop. She puts it up and rims it home.
That was a good job there on the fast break from Wittenberg after the three-point miss.
Stretch pass, Lane Davis underneath, too hard from Hannah O'Day. She bulleted that one in there. It's like watching Cam Newton play quarterback. Doesn't matter where that ball is, he's lasering it in there. And in that situation, you don't need to rip it in, just bounce pass it in.
That's what I was thinking.
It's a 2-on-1.
Yep.
Just bounce it past the defender, let Lane collect it. She's shown the ability to make a move under the hoop and put it in. Keys, top of the key to Lynn. Lynn hands it off to Tolliver. She drives into the paint, runs in to Lane Davis, and that's a travel. Great defense by number 11 for the ladies.
The ladies have had a lot of that interior presence tonight. I think that's probably the third traveling violation when a double team came in the paint. And good job by Lane just closing the gap right there.
12 seconds on the clock. Ladies can take the last shot. Kicked out far side to O'Day. Top of the key to Gerber. She's going to drive in, puts it up, and rims around. Ain't good. Jessica Gerber in the paint once again, and that's going to end the quarter.
What is she finding here? The last 3 times she's touched the ball, maybe Coach Helfand said something to her. She's gone right into the lane every single time.
And she had an open 3 there, and she decided not to take it.
She's gone in the lane 3 straight times with possession of the ball, and there's been 3 buckets, 2 by herself and 1 from one of her teammates. Great job there by Jessica Gerber.
52-33 here at the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a break. When we come back, fourth quarter down the stretch here on the Kenyon Sports Connection. A 19-point lead for the ladies as we head into the fourth quarter. And 52-33, it's been an all-around effort. And, we asked for some of that bench scoring, Clayton. 4 points now for Gerber, 2 for O'Day, 4 for Davis. Right there, 10 points from your bench.
Yeah, Matthew, that third quarter, what did we say? Come up with some stops. Wittenberg did all right offensively, scoring 13 points, but the ladies' bench, they came in and did a really good job, and now
a foul against
there.
Sydney Sarah as she made contact with number 22, Alex Keys. First foul on the ladies in the fourth, Sarah's third. Inbounded to Ziska. We didn't see a ton of once again in that third quarter.
Yeah, she started hot in that first, but has dialed down late. I think she had 11 in the first quarter.
McDonald hands out to Ziska, now top of the key to Lynn. Madison Lynn kicks it near wing to McDonald. McDonald dribbles toward the top of the key, near wing to Keys. Keys, 3-ball, no good. Long board, bounces into the hands of Dominguez. She passes the Dietz, 2-on-1.
You got to pounce. You got to pass that. Dominguez is running wide open.
It's Tullis. She's going to take it in the paint. That was a foul on Wittenberg. I agree, but
I know I'm critiquing the offense here, up 19 points, but 2-on-1 break.
Ziska was almost in that hip pocket of Dominguez there. It would have been an interesting to see how that played out. Foul goes against number 31, Madison Lynn, her first. Ladies inbound underneath now to Archimalo. Back out to Dominguez, rims out. And coming up with speed is McDonald as Wittenberg trying to go for a large comeback. Another block by Griffin Tullis on Madison Lynn, and then Lynn fouls her. Wow.
Man, Griffin, she didn't jump to really block that. Her hands just went straight up in the air, and the ball went into her hands, and she collected the rebound. And hey, number 3, third block shot of the night for Griffin.
And sometimes we ask a little bit more of her as a post player. She's shown it defensively. She's been right there all game. Ifeoma Archimala with the ball, kicks it near side to Sarah. Sarah is going to drive underneath the baseline, kicks it far side to Dominguez, dribbles in, long 2-ball, too strong, right into the hands of Lynn. Off that backboard, she stretches it ahead to McDonald, who's going to drive into the paint, kicks it near wing, 3-ball from Keys, up, no good. That was altered by the arms of Miranda Dietz. Ball on the floor to Tullis. She passes it to Sarah. Sarah falling over.
4 players down.
Far long pass underneath now. Dominguez looking for Archimala, batted away.
Did you see that? There were 4 players.
There were 4 players on.
Two were laying on their backs. A couple others were just standing around. I mean, we've seen a little ticky-tack play here and there. It's been odd.
Bundy checks in for Lynn. Ball inbounded to Dominguez, 3-ball, back iron, no good. She's cooled off a bit recently. Archimala trying to save it, can't.
3 straight misses now for Bailey Dominguez, 2 of them from beyond the arc. She's 4 of 8 from range, and yes, definitely cooling off here in the fourth quarter.
McDonald's going to bring up the ball with 8 minutes to go. 52-33. We haven't had a bucket here in the fourth quarter. To a degree, the ladies wouldn't mind that, up 19. Bundy goes underneath the Keys, and that's going to be a foul on Archimala. She made contact before that shot went off.
Yeah, a little bit late there from Iffy. If she wants to come on the double team, it really has to come right on the pass, because the drive there from Keys, she went right in. And again, if you want a double team on the post, it's really when the player touches the ball.
Keys' first shot rims out, as Davis is going to check in for Archimala. 7:55, 52-33. The ladies lead here at Tomsich Arena. Matthew Ruskin, Clayton Kaufman with you. Second one from Keys, up and good. Inbounds pass to Sarah. As the Lords lead 52-45 at Wittenberg with 8:46 to go in that game. Dietz near wing to Tullis, fakes the 3, drives in and just loses control of that ball. Right idea, just couldn't quite hold on.
I think it looked like Sarah was open at the top of the key.
2-ball from Bundy, yes.
That was a great shot. Pull up from about 17. Just a smooth stroke right there, and now a turnover.
As McDonald pokes away from Sarah, tries to go around behind the back, and back-to-back buckets make it 52-38. Tullis inbounds it to Dominguez. Dominguez almost loses control of that one. Finds Tullis. It's his double team now, throws it to Davis, to Sarah. She's going to walk right in, kicks it to Dietz. Dietz going to put it up. Ill-advised shot, but rebounded by Davis. Kicks it to Tullis. 3-ball from Tullis.
Jeez.
Yes.
Griffin's having one nice night. Now I think that's 8 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
Close to a double-double for the sophomore from Columbus, Ohio. It's Brunswick. She finds Keys. And, yeah, Keys gets fouled on the floor by Dietz.
Yeah, a couple hands there from Miranda. And that was, again, Keys is driving into the lane every time she touches the ball. So ladies are going to have to make that adjustment. Maybe a tad bit tighter or a little bit off.
O'Day checks in for the ladies, as does Jessica Gerber. Inbounds pass goes to Bundy near wing. She's going to drive in. Poked away from her briefly by O'Day, but she regathers control underneath to Keys. Missed shot, poked out of play by Brunswick.
And that was great defense there by Lane Davis. A little bit beat, but closed strong on that shot by Keys and forced the miss.
Full court press now on for the Tigers. As McDonald works against Gerber. Gerber goes behind her back.
We've seen that a few times tonight, that around the back on a defender.
A pass for Tullis, but it was just behind her from Dominguez. It looked like a miscommunication as Dominguez kind of pointed, looked in toward the paint. She wanted Griffin to cut in. Dominguez is going to take a seat. Rubin going to come in her place. Dominguez has got 12 on the evening.
And Bailey, just 3 of those in the second half. Again, it's all right, though. It's not a tight game where they're not relying. That first half, a 14-point lead at the break, extended it in the third. Just a good team collective effort tonight.
Ziska throws that pass away. Lane Davis collected.
check that. Griffin Tullis actually came up with the
Griffin
ball
Tullis. Yeah. But a turnover by Gerber. McDonald takes that away, stretches to Ziska, passes it underneath to Bundy, but she goes out of play as we just get sloppy back and forth here.
There's a couple possessions on both ends where one team turns it over and then right back at you 5 seconds later. It's going the other way.
Gerber now brings it up, slowly working against McDonald. Across the timeline comes Jessica Gerber. She finds Hannah O'Day. O'Day, top of the key to Molly Rubin. Rubin finds Tullis, free throw line, hands that one to Gerber. Gerber mishandled it briefly, but then hands that off to Rubin. 10 seconds on the shot clock. It's Tullis at the free throw line. Goes underneath to Davis. What a pass, but it doesn't fall. Lane Davis couldn't bring it as O'Day tried getting the rebound. She tried to throw it off of Brunswick out of play. Brunswick instead controlled it, handed it to Lynn. She comes, finds Ziska. Ziska, jumper, no good, and that's going to be a foul on Molly Rubin.
And on the other end, that was a great pass underneath. It happened so fast. I've lost who dished it off.
Tullis to Davis underneath,
and she just missed it. But a fair mix of interior play and exterior play for the ladies in this evening, and it's paid off.
The balance has served them well. Ziska shot, rims, front iron, back iron, ain't good.
And she had if you can believe it, that's her first made basket of the second half. She had 13 at halftime. The ladies have really clamped down on her.
Gerber brings it across timeline, hands it to O'Day. O'Day rotates it over to Rubin. Near wing to Tullis. Tullis to Rubin. Rubin, free throw line, drives in, kicks it to Gerber. Gerber thought about the three ball. McDonald closed out, then she tried going to Rubin, but McDonald sagged off and picked it off. Touch pass by Lynn underneath to Brunswick, and that was pretty.
You stole the words right out of my mouth in a 13-point game with 4.5 to go. But the turnover back the other way, and that was just great passing on the run there by the Tigers.
Timeout by the ladies. We'll take a break with them. 55-42 with 4:31 remaining here on the Kenyon Sports Connection. Welcome back here on the Kenyon Sports Connection. Update from Springfield. Once again, the Lords up 57-49. Tim Connolly absolutely killing it, 22 points. And
it's going to be hard, I think, for the conference. I know the Lords are in 8th place in the league, but he has consistently been the best offensive player scoring-wise all year long. He had a slump last year. He started, I think, the first, 8 games or so. He scored 20 points at least 5 times, and then he kind of tailed off. He's been consistent all year long, and you wonder if he might get Player of the Year.
Yeah, and if he gets some support, watch out for that team. If they, some people put some points around him, they could be dangerous. Tullis gets the ball at the free throw line, hands that to Sarah. Sarah puts the ball on the floor, top of the key to Dietz. Ladies working with almost their whole starting lineup. Lane Davis in for Archimalo. Goes into Lane Davis near block. She kicks it back out to Dietz.
I'd shoot.
And Sarah, with 2 seconds on the clock, airballs it. And that'll be a shot clock violation, as the ladies just kind of passed that one a little too much around.
Yeah, and then Sydney's essentially Hail Mary with 2 seconds on the shot clock was wide left. And
tough situation to put her in there.
Yeah.
As bringing up the floor, here's McDonald. It's a 13-point ball game with 3:50. McDonald near wing picks up Allie Miller underneath to Lynn. And Lynn banks that one home. 11-point ball game as the Tigers trying to come back. Ladies break the press. Here comes Dietz, kicks that one to Davis near wing.
They are hounding her.
They are really double-teaming her underneath as up and good, but on the floor is the foul as Tullis put it up and in.
Who are they going to call?
The referees have a disagreement.
Lane Davis she broke the defense and passed it to a cutting Tullis. I don't know who they're going to call this on. I thought the ball was out of Davis's hands before there was any foul.
See what the count fall's going to go against.
Are they counting the bucket now?
I have no idea. Now all 3 referees are conversing.
I'm not even sure who the foul is on.
Yeah.
That's
It was a great pass by Lane Davis, and
looks like they're going to count the basket.
So that's going to, it's a bucket for Tullis. That gives her 10, which I think she's 1 board away now from a double-double. Assuming they count that bucket.
It is going to count, so she is in double figures now, and one more rebound will give her a double-double.
And we'll see now what they do. She's going to go to the free throw line. So the foul goes against Wittenberg. It's their third.
I still don't know who they called the foul on.
Number 13, Michelle Brunswick. As you say it, they announce it. And that means Griffin Tullis will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play with her and one opportunity. Maybe she should just chuck this one off the backboard and grab her own rebound here to get the double-double.
Actually, you can't throw it off and get it back, you know.
I
but
know.
That would be nice if you could do that.
Free throw up and good from Tullis. 11 points on the night, 9 boards. On a great night for one of the lady sophomores. McDonald drives baseline, now kicks it out to Miller, top of the key. Miller puts it on the floor, picks it up, finds Brunswick. Near wing to Lynn. Lynn goes underneath, misses the shot. Ball's on the floor, and she's fouled. Let's see who they call. Both Lane Davis and Griffin Tullis have guilty looks on their faces. We'll see who they call. They're going to call Tullis. That's her first. Team's fifth, which puts Witt in the bonus. 58-44 is the score with 3:11. It's up and good from Lynn, who's now got 5 points on the evening. Second one up and good. Ball inbounded to Dominguez. She's double teamed on the far baseline, and they're going to call a jump ball, and possession will stay with Kenyon.
You got a double-digit lead with 3:06 left. That's
Okay.
what you want, but you still got to take care of the ball here and get good shots.
And you got to know they're going to double team you. Ball is going to be inbounded to Sarah. She's marked by Mail, who's checked into the game. For the Tigers, no Ziska. It's Tullis on the baseline, fakes the three, tries spinning around, and is she fouled? Yes, by Mail.
And back to the foul line. Great hesitation, or great pump fake, drive to the lane,
Spin move.
and go in and draw contact. And the ladies have done that a little bit more successfully here in this second half. You saw it with Gerber in that third quarter. Tullis there.
Puts the ladies in the bonus as well. First one up and good for Griffin Tullis. Now 12 points on her evening. Tying Dominguez for the lead for Kenyon. Second one back iron, no good. As Lynn will bring that one up, hands it to McDonald. McDonald head up, top of the key to Brunswick. Brunswick to Mail near wing. Mail kicks that one out to Miller. Miller's going to drive in, free throw jumper.
Great D.
Good.
Great D by Lane Davis, closing in on the shot and then going right after the rebound. She altered the shot off to the right side, didn't even hit the rim.
And the ladies break the press. Well, it's Dietz far wing. She puts it on the floor, slows it down, finds Griffin Tullis. Tullis now to Dominguez. 2:20 to go in the game, 12 on the shot clock. Ladies up 59-46. Now Davis near block, backs down her defender, then finds Tullis.
Got to shoot.
Now Dietz underneath to Davis. Davis trying to kick it back out, and it's taken away from her by Lynn. And that was just, the ladies got caught offensively. Maybe didn't know exactly where the shot clock was. Lynn, top of the key. Near side to Brunswick, and a timeout called by Wittenberg, down 13 points with 1:54 to go. We're going to take a break with them. When we come back, the last 1 minute, 54 seconds here on the Kenyon Sports Connection. Welcome back here on the Kenyon Sports Connection. Ladies up by 13, and look, Wittenberg's got to shoot the three ball.
Yeah, absolutely. In this second half, Wittenberg is just 1 of 9, and they're down 13. Yeah, they're going to have to shoot three-point shots. And, again, if you're 1 of 9 from range, the odds are not with you.
The one thing, if you're the ladies, don't foul.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do not
absolutely.
foul.
You don't want to extend this game and force and have a chance to have Wittenberg force a turnover against you on the offensive end.
With 57 seconds in Springfield, the Lords lead 63-56. Back here at Tomsich, McDonald with the ball for Witt. Goes all the way across to Brunswick. And then a shot from Lynn, no good. Ball bounces around. Sarah fights for it, gets it. and calls a timeout. Good job on the baseline for the ladies. She was double teamed and wasn't going to get out of it.
Right, and a long 2-point jumper out of the timeout for Wittenberg. I don't know if that's what they were drawing up, but you're now on 13 with under 2 minutes to go. You can't shoot 2-point buckets.
And a big timeout there called by Sarah, holds possession for the ladies. At this point, I mean, if you're Witt, you have to foul almost to prolong this game.
There's was it two more will put the ladies to the line. My contacts are giving me the correct number.
Okay, in the bonus now. And, I mean,
yeah, you got to foul.
I think you got to foul.
If you're not going to be able to get a steal on the inbound, you got to foul Kenyon to extend this game.
Which means this ball needs to be inbounded to someone like Sid Sarah, who's a 79% shooter, Jessica Gerber, 85, or Griffin Tullis, who 44% on the year, but tonight has been knocking them down.
Yeah, and if I'm Kenyon, you got to. It's either Sydney Sarah to the line or Dominguez for me, but they're not fouling right now. And here we go.
There's the foul. Sarah crosses the center stripe by Mail, picks up her third.
And this is the player. When Coach Elfant gets into that
foul situation,
yeah, this is the player you want on the line.
First one up and good from the ladies starting point guard. Her fourth point on the evening. Shelby Gray's going to check in for Charlotte Bussema. Second one for Sarah. Eyes it, toes it, shoots it, switches it through as well.
Copying that line from old Kurt Ashcraft.
Yeah,
that's one of the funniest lines. When I heard that the first time last year, I thought, I've never heard that, and I don't think I'm going to say that because it's unique.
I like it. Got to take what you got from the best, and count him as one of my broadcasting mentors for sure, along with you and Ryan Gasser. As a rebound by the ladies, Sarah comes all the way across, and no foul yet as Dietz with the ball now. Ladies just going to dribble it around, and minute 5 left, and there's a foul by Brunswick.
15 seconds just went off the clock there, Matthew. I mean, if you're going to foul, you're going to. I don't know. I mean, it's a 15-point game with 65 seconds left. So
61-46, fourth foul on Brunswick, 1:05 to go. First one from Sarah rims out. She wasn't too pleased about that. Second one up and good from Sarah.
And Matthew, looking at this stat update, all but 3 players that have – every player for Kenyon has made an appearance in this game. Only 3 of them haven't scored. That's outstanding, and that's why people think they have a chance in the NCAC tournaments, because they play pretty well collectively. But, again, I'll go back to it as the ladies are 53 seconds away from victory. If they want to do that, it's Dominguez has got to be the key. And I know we're going to be back here next Tuesday night calling that quarterfinal game. We think it might beat Hiram. We'll see. But if the ladies want to get to that NCAC tournament championship and host a trophy, I think it's got to be Bailey Dominguez, the junior. And
she takes a fair amount of shots, but when she's on, she's going to knock them down. And you need to make sure you get her looks from beyond the arc, because if she's going to make even 3 of 6 or 3 of 7, those are some big points.
Yeah.
And it also forces defenses to key in on her. And if they key on her, it frees up space. We saw her get 12 points, and then they started keying on her, and then Griffin Tullis starts scoring. Lane Davis starts scoring. You have other spurts that come up that you need to try to tamp down. And if the ladies are able to get that kind of production, it's going to be huge for them in this tournament. 1:02 on the clock. McDonald brings it in. You got to think this is going to be a quick 3-ball. Hand off to Zizek. Over and airballed by number 21, Teddy Tankersley, and the ladies will get the ball. And that was a weird set play. You'd think you'd want Ziska, shooting that ball as Sarah takes the inbounds pass. See if they foul here. They're not fouling.
I think that's the right move, not to foul.
That's
the thing. I know this game is in hand, and Kenyon's going to win. They do force. Kenyon has a lot of unforced errors in every game they play. And you just saw it right there, folks. A turnover, no one, they're not trying to foul, and Sarah turns it over. That's got to be eliminated
And then
by
the ladies,
next Tuesday night in the tournament. It's that simple.
Then they fouled on the missed shot.
Right.
Tullis took the foul, and that's going to the line. Number 13, Brunswick, she misses the first. 62-46 with 30.8 on the clock, and it's academic at this point.
Right, and I don't want to sound like I'm providing some negative comments here.
But we just saw Helfand getting into the ear of her point guard.
Right,
there.
and there's no reason to have a turnover right there. You just got to play smart.
As Dietz brings the ball forward for the ladies. The ladies are going to have to take a shot as it's poked away from Sarah by McDonald. Sarah brings it over the timeline.
It could just, Matthew, it could just be a little bit more crisper. That's all. And, sometimes, players are on different wavelengths, but it's got to be a little bit more crisp.
As now the ladies are going to pretty much dribble out the clock as with a final buzzer, it is 62-47. The ladies recover from their offensive woes and put up 62 points on the evening to win 62-47. It improves the ladies' record to 16-8 overall, 10-5 in the NCAC. Wittenberg falls to 7-15, 6-9 in the NCAC.